Let's get focused, man. We got a fight to worry about here. Good money, good money.
For every boxing story of a blockbuster that's delayed,
I love it, Tank. I love it.
there's also considerable risk built in for champions who turn to other challengers.
Dancing with the stars, baby. Dancing with the stars.
He's in thought right now, and that's what I'm looking at. So right now, I just want to see what he brings to us. We just got off the plane. You know, a lot of work yesterday from the interviews and stuff, so I want to see how he react. 2 sparring partners, and rounds is unknown.
All right, y'all. Let's go. Bam!
When they watch us in here working, they saying we going bang, 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 bang.
There you go. Good. There you go.
When he get in that ring, he's on a mission. Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you asked for. Let's get it now. Slow it down.
We're just 4 weeks away from the year's biggest boxing showdown. Jake Paul is set to take on Gervonta Tank Davis, and the atmosphere in Tank's training camp is heating up fast.
Oh, good rim, good rim. I like the way y'all jump right back in it. That's right. Make them jokers move. Make them jokers move. Oh, I love what I hear. Y'all making them sing.
For most of Davis's celebrated career, Ford and other trusted advisors remained in control. But now, those in camp can sense a shift in command,
Make them jokers move.
as the fighter himself begins to oversee everything, while aiming at the destiny he alone must fulfill.
There you go. I go with that. Give it up.
Word is, Davis is fully locked in. No jokes, no TikToks, no distractions. He's treating Jake like it's a world title match. And here's the wild part. Rumor says Tank is sparring with heavyweights. Yes, real heavyweights. Big, strong fighters testing his power and endurance. Because Jake Paul isn't just a social media star anymore. He's got real size, real strength, and serious confidence.
Even his shots upstairs here, that's still a body shot on Jake Paul. Everything's a body shot he's throwing. Even when he's changing the levels of the shot. That's a body shot, that's a body shot, that's a body.
And Team Davis knows it. Reports and leaked clips show Tank training harder than ever. He's replaced light technical work with intense strength training, heavy lifting, brutal sparring, and non-stop conditioning. The goal is simple: build serious power while keeping his incredible speed intact.
Watch it, I see a guy that's targeting the body, and it's the best thing that Tank could do for this fight. I mean, trying to go headshot for headshot with Jake Paul when he's probably Jake's 7 inches taller.
That's a 60-pound jump into risky territory. While fans respect his ambition, critics caution that packing on too much muscle might dull his biggest strength: the explosive speed that's turned him into one of boxing's most dangerous knockout artists.
Oh, you're going to have to be able to land shots right there on the waistline. And it's probably the best idea if you actually want to knock Jake out in this fight, if you actually want a game plan, because again, it's an exhibition, but if you want a game plan to get him out of there, you have to attack.
And when it comes to Tank's training, just as fans thought they'd seen it all, Shawn Porter revealed stories straight from the sparring ring. Porter said working with Gervonta wasn't about learning, it was pure proof.
If Tank can make him miss, get inside, work the body, make him pay there, head movement off center, pivot out, be slick, and do it again and again and again, that is when we could see a potential Tank Davis.
Everything people say Tank can do, he really does, and faster than most can respond. He's a mix of raw power, sharp fight intelligence, and unstoppable drive in every round.
It wasn't a learning experience, it was just confirmation. Like, I knew Tank was as good as he is and could do everything that he can do. He's strong, super competitive. He loves this sport. And, he has all of the recipes to be.
Porter said his heart was literally smiling while sparring with him. And when a former world champion says that, you know Tank is on another level. But Porter didn't just talk about his power, he praised Tank's ring intelligence too. That fight IQ often goes unnoticed since he's not big on talking, but once the bell rings, he analyzes every move, breaking opponents down round by round. Porter even admitted it. Tank might begin slow, but when he flips that switch, it's all over.
And on and on. I saw all that right live in action with him. And the funny thing was, because of our size differential and because I was at the end of my camp, To me, it was just, let me get in here and get these rounds in. But along the way, my heart was smiling. I'm like, yep, he's everything I thought he was.
You could almost hear Porter saying, "Good luck outsmarting that." It's like trying to play chess against the person who created the game. After Porter's honest take, where a former champ smiled through the pain of sparring with Tank, Wade Plemons stepped in with proof to back it up. I agree with Wade when he points out how unusually quiet Jake's camp has been, like everything's happening in secret. But that one clip of Ray Ford says it all. Wade breaks down the coaching focus, tight guard, body shots, slipping punches, and then shows Tank's bag work. Relentless body attacks, quick level changes, and vicious combinations from hooks to uppercuts.
Jake Paul doing some work with Ray Ford. Ray Ford, an 18-1-1 super featherweight, only lost to Nick Ball, where, there's music playing, so I can't really put it out there, but I'm not exactly sure what they're going over. Jake looks to his team, he's like, maybe I got to get my head off center line more. And then Ray puts like the high guard up, like, hey, when you're here, when you're here, don't even do that.
I like how Wade moves from film analysis to actual fight strategy. You don't need loud commentary to see the game plan forming. Tank's working on making a bigger opponent uncomfortable up close, tying up his hands, catching his chin, and countering when Jake leans too far on his right. Wade's breakdown of Jake's footwork is completely accurate. That habit of getting too wide and off balance when he loads up is exactly what Tank's team is circling in red. And to be honest, and a bit funny, if your Jake in slow motion footage shows you flat foot, that's not an error. It's a huge sign flashing, "Hit me here."
Looks. Now again, he is a small, sleight of frame, statured individual to begin with. Tank is a very small guy. If you blinked, you might think this young man right here is Tank Davis. No, I'm playing. But Tank is, he's smaller, and this is why this fight is an exhibition and why it's a bit of a shot in the dark as to, why you even do something like this. But we all know it's a lot of money being involved, and XYZ both.
We all know Tank isn't just throwing flashy punches. Wade makes it clear. He's drilling the sequence that punishes bigger fighters when they overcommit. Clinch, overhook, uppercut, and explode. Wade sees two possible outcomes. Either Jake uses his size perfectly to keep steady pressure, or Tank catches him mid-attack, lands clean, and turns that moment into a knockout highlight. We'll take Tank's accuracy and timing over raw power any day. But Wade stays honest. He admits it could go either way. And that's what makes this matchup so thrilling. It's smart, tough, and the kind of fight that reminds everyone why boxing debates never die.
See Jake, they're already, I love this. They're anticipating Jake in the clinch, looking to, again, put his body weight on Tank, bigger man, use his size, lean on you, weigh on you. You see the post in the frame from Tank. Post frame, hold, bang. Lead hand up.
And just when Wade Plemons had everyone buzzing, Lamont Roach Sr. stepped in and dropped his own set of bombs. He basically said, yeah, Tank's retired, and we're the reason. He didn't just close the story, he erased the whole chapter and used it to lace up his son's gloves. Roach called out Tank for breaking contracts, skipping the rematch, and vanishing mid-camp like it was a bad breakup. You could hear both disappointment and quiet confidence in his voice, like he knows his fighter's value just went up while Tank's busy doing exhibitions. And the way he said it, calm, steady, no extra talk, you could tell he meant every word. That's a coach who believes his fighter is the next big threat, and he's daring anyone, even Tank, to prove him wrong.
And people observing that he might be a little checked out, that probably more than not we're not going to get it.
We checked him out. So, if that's the case, we checked him out. And if he retired, wish him the best in his retired life. So, I don't think we get it. Being realistic, but if we do, we'll see.
But honestly, when Roach Sr. said they were set to fight in June, then August, and only found out Tank pulled out the same way we did, through social media, I was shocked. That's wild. Imagine training non-stop for the biggest fight of your career, only to have Instagram break the news that it's off. Still, Roach stayed composed. No complaints, no drama, just solid confidence. You can tell there's still unfinished business with Tank, but his eyes are locked on Cruz now. And when he said, "We retired Tank," that line hit hard. It'll either age perfectly or come back to haunt him, depending on what happens in December. One thing's certain, he's talking like a man who already sees himself as next up, while Tank seems busy flipping through old memories on vacation.
If you had a chance to just run into him, what would you tell him?
Man, I got no words for Tank, to be honest with you. You know, that ship sailed. Tank doing him, we doing us. You know, it's nothing for me to talk. Like, he would listen anyway. So, Tank dances to his own drum and music. So, we not worried about him. Not worried speaking to him. Not worried about him speaking to me.
The best part is, Roach Sr. didn't sound like someone trying to sell pay-per-views. He spoke like a man who's above the noise. You could hear it in his tone, that calm confidence of someone who's been through the politics, handled the contracts, and still kept his cool. It's that we don't chase, we replace attitude, and you have to respect it. He basically said, if Tank's done, that's fine, we'll take it from here. Cold, but smooth. No trash talk, just quiet confidence backed by results. Roach knows his son's fight with Pitbull Cruz isn't just another bout, it's a statement for the next generation. And if they win at 140, that we retired Tank line won't sound like talk anymore. It'll sound like the truth coming full circle.
But Pitbull Cruz is the one, you know, for us to go up fighting for a 30-pound championship, a 35-pound championship, now a 40-pound championship. It's rarely done, if ever, in like a 3-fight span. So we want to be one of the guys that leave us a stain, a legacy.
So here's where things stand. Tank's locked in and training like a man on a mission. Jake's keeping everyone guessing. And Roach Sr. is turning heads with that bold we retired Tank mindset. You can feel the tension. Boxing's entering that crazy phase where every quote, sparring clip, and rumor just adds more heat. And honestly, that's what makes it great. This sport lives on pride, timing, and truth colliding under the spotlight. Jake wants to prove that power can match skill. Tank's ready to remind everyone that defense and intelligence always outlast raw strength. And voices like Roach Sr. keep the energy alive even when the cameras stop rolling. Now it's your turn. Who do you think has the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Glove Lord. See you in the next one.